Peggy 16.
Hi folks, welcome back to another retro feature right here on the channel. So this month we feature the Sega Megadrive Mini. This, right off the bat, is an absolutely fantastic machine. It's probably, with the exception of my PC Engine Mini, my favourite Mini that I've actually got. Okay, so getting straight into it, because you've already seen the launch advert there and there's a showcase of games at the end here. This is the machine, okay? So those who are around in the time or actually have one of these will notice it's a perfect replica of the Sega Megadrive machine, except obviously it's smaller. Okay, so again, comparison, there's my hand, there's the machine, so that's basically how big it is. So as we can see, it's got all the features of the original Sega Megadrive. It's got a little slot, and yes, you can open it, though obviously there's no cartridges for it. It's got the 16-bit and it's got the on-off light, which comes on red when we turn it on and off here. Okay, we've got a little volume slider that goes up and down, which obviously it's there for focus and feature. It hasn't got like a use because, you know, your television volume goes up and down. Got a nice little reset button here. Okay, and then on the front here we have the two control ports. The original machine had the two ports as well. These are obviously USB style ones. Just turn it round there, we see the lovely little groove, the black plastic grooves. Onto the back is very simple. We've got the power connector, and we've got the HDMI connector there. It says HDMI along the back. Turn it round again, and then underneath we just have the little Sega logos and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so this really is a nice little machine. It comes with, if I turn it back the right way, it comes with 42 games loaded on board, and it comes with a couple of controllers as well. The controllers are great. I'm going to show you them in a minute. However, one of the very few cons with the system revolves the controller. Okay guys, so there's your machine. Here is the controller. Okay, so it is a typical standard Sega Megadrive controller. So we've got the 8-way D-pad, A, B, C, and the start button there. Okay, so right away, these feel really spongy and just like the original machine did. The buttons feel absolutely lovely. They've got that real bounce to them. Absolutely no complaints at all. So really nice, authentic controller. Okay, so that's that there. And we have the normal power lead where you plug this into your mobile phone charger, this into the machine, turn it on, and away you go. And we all know by now, guys, what a HDMI lead is. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to mention some of the highlights for me of the 42 games. There isn't a bad one on here, but there are some, in my opinion, that are better than others. Again, it's subjective, isn't it? As is all choice. So the highlights for me, I've got them wrote down here. The highlights are Sonic 1 and 2. Need absolutely no introduction at all, do they? You know, Sega's mascot, the blue hedgehog, we all love him. Toejam Earl, which is an absolutely fantastic game, which I've got to admit I never actually played first time round. However, a friend of mine said to me, she said, you've really got to play Toejam and have a go of it. Went into work on nights one night. Oops. Put it on and played it. She played one character, I played the other, and yeah, I was hooked after that. The amazing Mickey Mouse and the Castle of Illusion. This is the first Mega Drive game I ever completed. I love this game to absolute bits. I would go away and I'd play it right now. So when I saw that was on it, I was over the moon. You know, I was won. You know, Streets of Rage 2, one of the best side-scrolling beat-em-ups, and still loved today. Good Star Heroes, Earthworm Jim, Columns, and an absolute classic game, Comix Zone. Any of you who haven't seen it, go check it out. It really is it's a fantastic little concept. You play like an artist who's been dragged into a comic book, and the screen is sort of like set out like a comic page, and you kind of go along and you do what you're doing, and you drop down through different panels. And yeah, I'm waxing lyrical, guys, but it really is a good game. Also of note, they've included Tetris. Say what? Tetris on a Mega Drive? Yeah, apparently it was made back in the day, never released, and they have managed to get hold of the ROM. They've done, I think it's AM2, who've done all the conversion and stuff, the emulation, and they've managed to put it on here. It's strange seeing Tetris on a Mega Drive, but trust me, it really is worth a play. And the other one I didn't mention, because I falls into line with what I was saying about the controller, is Street Fighter 2. I think it's the Hyper Edition. Now, those of you who play Street Fighter, if you play it casually, probably a 3-button controller isn't really going to bother you, because what you do, ABC does your punches, low, medium, high, and then you quickly tap the start button, and the same buttons do kicks, high, medium, low, like that. However, it's just it just feels a little bit too clunky, do you know what I mean? There is a 6-button model out there, but quite why it wasn't included with this package. I'd have paid an extra £10 on top, happily, to have had the 6-button controller to be able to play Street Fighter exactly how it was like meant to be. But I mean, that is like, it's a tiny gripe. I mean, trust me, any of you guys who are interested in this machine, you know, just go and buy it. You know, the quality of the software, you've got some role-playing games on there, you've got things like Road Rash 2, you got columns, you know, you got stuff like that. There's something there for everybody, Landstalkers and things like that, you know. But just the tiniest little niggle, just please, why didn't you give us a 6-button controller? Alright, listen, I hope you enjoyed this little preview of this fantastic little machine. Go away, guys, have a look at other videos on YouTube that probably explain it in a lot more detail. Make your mind up, and if you're remotely a Sega fan at all, just go and buy it. Seriously, go and buy it. Alright folks, listen, that's it for this month. Please enjoy the showcase of all 42 games, and I'll see you next month with another retro machine.